My name is Scott Harrison. I'm with Multicoat Products, and today we're going to be doing an installation video on our BG2000. We make it in a green and a white. This particular is in a white, and as you can see in this setting, we're inside. We're actually in a tall crawl space. And in this video, you'll see some effervescence. You'll see where moisture is penetrating through the walls. And what we're going to do today is show you a quick solution to fix that from the inside. Today you'll see us use what's called a vapor shield, which is a moisture barrier that soaks into the concrete. It is a chloride reducer. Basically, this product is used on anything cementitious, and it will soak in and it'll make the porosity of something a lot tighter. So this will help by itself, and it's easy to install. And then we'll come over top of it with our BG2000 white, which is basically a liquid rubber. And you'll see a little bit more of this, but first what we're going to do, we'll start out with our vapor shield. We spray it on with nothing more than a garden pump sprayer. We do use a little bit of water with it as well, and that's our first step. Now the last thing that we're going to use, and it is optional, but we do recommend it, is just a paint or a sealer. So with me today I have Brad Carpenter. He's an installer for Multicoat Products. The name of the company is B&A Construction. He's had an opportunity to use Vapor Shield in a lot of different situations. So I brought him with me today. And you know, one of the good things about Vapor Shield you'll see is I'm standing so close to this product being sprayed on, and it's not toxic. It's environmentally friendly and has zero fumes. Brad, tell us a little bit about your experience with this product, what you've used it for, and how it's been a benefit.
For most of my applications with the Vapor Shield, I've used it kind of as a densifier before application of a different coating. In particular, I've used a UV coating over top. But with my UV coating, the material is very expensive. And if I don't densify the concrete beforehand, I can lose a lot of my product by soaking into the concrete.
So what he has seen the benefit of this is a densifier. This product applied before not only gives you a better bond, but it ensures that you don't use too much material. In this particular application, the most important thing is to ensure that no moisture comes through this wall. So we're doing the first step of waterproofing an interior wall. What Brad here has got is nothing more than water. The reason why he's going to spray water on the wall, it just works as a lubricant for the what we call vapor shield. You can see where Brad is spraying, and this is not the worst part of the wall, but you'll see the effervescence and moisture, and these are problematic areas when it's raining outside. Of course, it's dry right now, and that's what you want to do, is you want to install this system when the wall's dry. Brad's in front of me, and this is not really a two-person job, but if you have two people, it makes it easier. You can see he's already misted the wall with water. And this is Vapor Shield. You know, it looks like water. Vapor Shield has very little or zero odor, and you just want to spray in one direction. Meaning, if I'm going horizontally now on my next coat, which we want to do 2 coats, I'll go vertically. It actually soaks in, and what it'll do is it'll attack or form a gel with anything that has alkali. So it'll soak in up to a few inches. But what it does is it densifies and seals, hardens, it's a chloride reducer, almost eliminates that calcium from coming through. This will also take the green window of concrete down from 28-day cure time to about 6. There are other densifiers and sealers on the market, but this is kind of an all-in-one product. We're going into this block wall, and we're using this as a precautionary measure before we put on our waterproofing. So we always recommend 2 coats of Vapor Shield. You'll notice on the first coat we went one direction. In that case we went horizontal with the wall. Now we want to go the opposite direction and do a crisscross application. So we're done with our 2 applications of Vapor Shield. We have approximately about 1,000 square foot on this job, and we've used a little less than a 5-gallon pail of Vapor Shield. We probably used it a little heavy, so I would say we've used about 3 to 4 gallons. The wall, you can see, is dry, and it's been sitting here for probably about an hour. depending on the temperature and so forth will vary, but you want the wall to be dry to the touch. So we have our BG2000. We haven't mixed it up yet. When you open it up, you'll see it looks like a paint material. So you want to mix it and agitate it mechanically from the bottom up. So we're ready for the application of the BG2000. Simple application enough is we have a 9-inch roller frame cover with an 1.25 inch nap. You can use a 3/4. We recommend 1.25 inch because the product is thicker than typical paint. You can spray this if you like. It is environmentally friendly. It's non-toxic. Has very little odor. You can use a paint pan if you like. We have Brad here who's used to doing this, and we just simply, after we mix it, we dip into the bucket. As long as you have something on the ground here to catch any overflow, it's just as easy just to dip in the bucket and start your application. The one concern with rolling it, of course, is there corners or the small areas in which a roller can't get to. So you keep a typical paintbrush with you, and just in the corners, you can just saturate the material. Similar to the Vapor Shield, we do recommend 2 coats. It's pretty much, I think, mandatory, and once you have the 2 coats put on, this wall will feel smooth to the touch. It will be antimicrobial, it'll be easy to clean, and again, it's paintable. So here we are on our second coat of BG2000. As you can see here on the wall, this is dry enough for a second coat. Typically, the ambient temperature is in the neighborhood of 60 or 70 degrees or 50 degrees. 2 to 3 hour dry time. Could be less, could be more, depending on the humidity. But as you can see here, the wall is dry. You can tell, we can still see some of the gray coming through. On our second coat, should be all white. Something very common in cinder block walls is you got some settlement cracks, as you see here. And our BG2000 is thick enough, like I said, to fill those up. Typically what you do is just roll over them. You'll notice this is our first coat here, and as you try to put your finger in them, it's pretty much filled up. But then when you roll a second coat on, as Brad's doing now, they pretty much will disappear. I hope this video was informative. We installed about 1,000 square feet. We used about 4 buckets of BG2000. And always remember that the Vapor Shield is optional. Even painting this is optional. This is not painted. And as you can see right now, it's pretty white and it's smooth to the touch. So remember, not only does this waterproof your wall, damp proof your wall, it'll take about 15 pounds of head pressure. You can wipe it and clean it. Again, antimicrobial, easy to clean, brightens a basement. In this particular case scenario, this is a big storage room, and completion time on this was about 6 to 7 hours from start to finish. And of course that takes into consideration the dry times. So thanks for watching our video, and see us on multicoat.com.